Good morning. It is 7 a.m. My phone literally just switched from red shift back to regular view at this exact moment. That's how early this is. I've been up for 3 hours and I woke up after going to bed as early as I've ever gone to bed, like 10 p.m. That was very early for me. And I was super exhausted after a good long day and still woke up at 4 a.m. And man, it's so frustrating. Even feeling all this happiness and success in my life right now and all this good progress, there's this part of me that is not satisfied. It's this very young part that really wants me to be successful, to prove myself, to have a purpose in this life. And it wakes me up in the middle of the night feeling like I gotta do something. And it's such a conundrum. Because it doesn't seem like there's anything that I can do that actually will satisfy this part. It's this everlasting drive. And I get from my education that this is my ego, my survival mechanism, evolutionarily designed to make sure we procreate, find the best situation for life, always better ourselves, always improve, always be striving. But this is such a conundrum for me because this part doesn't get it that waking me up in the middle of the night is actually keeping me from being able to do what it wants. Be successful, be healthy, be happy, be driven. So it's this conflict inside, deep struggle that I have with this part. And I have struggled with this off and on for my whole life. And I get through my education here that the way to be with this part is to love it, to accept that it's waking me up at 4 a.m. consistently and not letting me go back to sleep. To just accept that. That is how I could effectively create a peaceful state here. But basically, that's asking me to accept death. How to come to peace with dying early. Or at least that's how it feels. I just have to accept that this is killing me. How do I learn to love this part of me so it will relax and feel seen? How do I learn to love something that is killing me? And I think of people who are dealing with terminal illnesses, massive, psychological and physical ailments, and I think, how do they learn to love these things that are killing them? And historically, I think of Jesus. This is Jesus level mastery, Christ consciousness, and enlightenment at a level where you're able to forgive your murderers and love them. And this is what apparently Jesus did on the cross as he's being nailed painfully to a cross, beyond pain, excruciatingly. He forgave those that were murdering him. But even Jesus, the most enlightened, the Christ consciousness himself, even he doubted in that moment due to the physical exertion or whatever was going on in his own inner workings of parts. The devil or whatever was pulling at him inside, whatever you want to call it. Even he said, God, why have thou forsaken me? His doubting Thomas, his own internal doubting skeptic, even came out. Even Jesus's. That's how difficult it is to forgive your own murderers. To forgive and to accept the situation of your own death. It's hard. Even Jesus struggled. But he found himself. He found his clarity. And he said, forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do. And apparently that's what I have to do. Forgive my murderer, this part of me, relentless, that will not let me sleep. Forgive it, for it knows not what it does. Love it, as it is a child of mine. It's like a child knocking on its parents' door and waking them up. Exactly like I did to my parents when I couldn't sleep when I was a kid. Oh, how it comes back around. Or it always was. So circular. My parents loved me through it. Can I love this part? And can I relax into the acceptance of being up at 4 a.m.? Man, I've been trying. How do you accept this attack on my health? I'm so happy. I'm so centered and zen when I can sleep 7-8 hours. My body wants 4 or 5. Can I be with that? And if I can be with that in a way that's genuine and loving enough, because the parts can sense when you're not really truly loving them. If I'm like, oh, I love you, dude. Oh, I love you, man. He knows that I hate him. He knows. And he doesn't get the message. It's energetics. It's a vibration. And if I'm not in real vibration of love towards my parts and creating an inner harmonious family in here, vibrationally from truth, they're going to know. How do I get to a true vibration of love? My teacher, Aaron Abke, would say that the love, God's love, is unconditional. Creator's love, source's love, whatever you want to call it. Unconditional, the fabric of the universe. The fluid-like substance that connects all things from quantum physics. Love. the fabric of the universe? Can I find that level of self-love to be at peace? That's what I'm getting after. I'd love to know how you're doing it. This is a dialogue. Please let me know. Subscribe if you like the videos and share it to anyone who may benefit. Much love.